Today, the exciting part that's going to happen now, I've been dying for. And you guys might have been too. Anyway, Roy's coming over and we're going to put up sheetrock on the ceiling. Hello, Roy.
Hello, Mike.
So the first thing Roy and I got to do is get rid of all this insulation. So the number one thing is, let's get at her. Okay, we got our first sheet. We got a couple, several marks on here where we want to cut a hole. Like I say, it's a tight spot, but we have that there to stand on in order to reach it up there. That's going to be our first sheet, right to here. So that means we have that box and that box we have to cut holes for. And then we'll find out we did it wrong. We have to cut more holes and then more holes. Okay, we got the first hole cut. We're going for the second hole. And the reason why I didn't videotape the first hole is because we didn't know whether we were going to have a cussing contest or not. But actually that doesn't come until we bring the sheet up to the place where we're going to put it and find out that the holes don't match where they were really supposed to go. Already, there was the first place I was going to put it, and Roy caught me.
Told you.
I was measuring wrong. And so now there it is. Okay, now I got to put the camera down and we need to see if this thing's going to fit. So what we're doing is marking where each one of the ceiling joists are over on that T111, just to make it easier for us to start our screws.
On the T111?
Oh, okay, on the 2x up there.
Because we're not going over the 2x. We're going up to the 2x.
Right.
So I'm marking on the 2x. Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to mess up your video.
Do you think you're David or something?
You would think so. Yeah.
We didn't mark the end one just in case.
Okay.
Whatever you say, Paulus.
Whatever you want.
Okay, so...
I suppose you want this end one too.
No, it's got a crack on it.
Oh God, you got a crack.
Okay, so we're going to show you how we're going to struggle and get this up there. I'm going to hand this sheet to Roy first, and then I need to climb the ladder, and then we're going to flip this thing. I have my sweatshirt on, so that way I can hold the screws in my pocket.
Watch out, the screws will bite you.
Just in case, you get your tape measure. Measure 8 foot and make sure, because of that there. I'm trying to think, so I know what suffering is. I have a feeling it's going to be up to right where your hand is.
6.
Oh.
7.
Yeah, we're not going to do 8, right?
No.
I can get there and hold it if we need to.
You can do a cheat. Instead of trying to hit a 2x4, you take OSB and put behind it and stitch the ends together.
That means I have to go buy some more material.
Not if I have some.
Or go cut some.
Not if I have some. Will you? Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Okay. So let's just put this up there.
There's 8 foot right there.
We're going to put this up there, full sheet. We're going to extend beyond our ceiling joists, and Roy's going to show you the trick that I guess sheetrockers use. I've never done it. I've done it patching, but I've never done this. So let's get at her. Glad to get it up first. Now you balance the top, just balance it. Let's see.
You're gonna jam that up to me like that. Now you can get up the ladder.
I got this end. Check out the hole. It's an inch off.
It's not. It's only an 1/8 of an inch off. But that's because it needs to go towards the wall. Oh, crumb.
Don't worry about cutting it right yet. Get a screw in. Here, I'll try to hold this all. Get a screw in. I got the whole thing, but don't take up too much.
Got it?
Yeah.
Is it where it needs to be on the wall?
Not anymore.
Oh, fuck it. Doggone wet drywall.
It's too wet from the moisture outside. Okay, there's the first sheet. There's the second sheet. And we didn't videotape us putting it in because after the first sheet, which of course I had music going so you couldn't hear what we were saying, but
We got all the cuckoo clocks out of us.
yeah, we had a lot of cuckooing going on. And so we thought it wasn't worth showing the second sheet. So anyway, we're on the verge of putting this next sheet in, and that means one more hole to stick in there and then pop it up there. And no, I don't think you, just in case someone's a lip reader, I'm not going to videotape us putting that in. So it's break time. We're having a delicious cup of Folgers coffee with some creamer in it. And look at this. I baked a beautiful cherry pie. So we're on break because, oh man, it's so tough putting that sheetrock on the ceiling and we just have a little bit left to do. But we'll show you that last sheet in a minute. But we're on break.
You're not getting any because you're not here to help.
That looks gluten-free.
Cherry pie. So a little trick I learned from drywaller. You don't try to hit the edge of a 2x4 with your sheetrock here. You go ahead and leave it in the middle somewhere. Cut a piece of OSB. This is about 1/2 inch thick OSB. You cut it 6 inches wide, and you want it, obviously this one's not going to go over the wall, so you want it at least 6 inches up into this panel. And then you'll have 3 inches here and 3 inches here. It's a lot easier to catch with your screws than trying to catch a 1.5 inch board with 2 end pieces of the drywall. And it makes a much nicer fit. So I'm going to stitch this piece up in here. Okay, that'll keep everything nice and smooth here. Easy to tape. He showed a little thing here when you're doing, you don't have that beveled edge here on the ends. So you leave about an 1/8 inch gap. He sprayed it with water, then he had a tool that would put a dimple in that. And then you'd use no tape, just the 40-minute set drywall stuff, sets chemically instead of drying air by the air, and it would make one continuous sheet. It'd look great.
And that's what it looks like when you get that piece in. Now, for the next one.